Hey everybody, and welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jackulator still in Lake Jackson, and yeah, we're going to do one today. I like my fried foods. Obviously, I like my fried foods, you could tell, but we haven't done this one before. It's Gulf Coast. I'm surprised we haven't done this one, but we're going to get into it. Somebody told me I could do this like a batch thing, so we're going to try that instead of individually each one. But I got the idea of walking around at Walmart looking for cheap foods because that's just happened where I was. I was looking for action figures, but I stumbled into the food section because, you know, and I saw a bottle of Boom Boom sauce, whatever we're supposed to put it on, fried shrimp, so we're going to try this out, just to try the sauce. That's the whole reason. Before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe to all the YouTube stuff, ring the little bells, get notifications when we put these up Tuesdays and Fridays. Also, the doodly-doo that we have merch. We have aprons, fake hands, pot holders, spoons, spatulas, and flippers. Right, that's all got our stuff on it. You want them autographed? Let us know. I'll autograph and ship those right out. And let's just get into the food. I'm trying to do this fast. I know y'all don't want to sit through all that and just me yammering and shameless plug. And let's get into the food. Yeah. All right, so first things first, you're going to need some shrimp. Get these nice and defrosted. I get the medium-sized stuff. They're already peeled in the vein. Don't have to worry about it. You want a couple eggs. I think I did all these with 3, all total. And you're going to want 2 or 3 cups of flour and some salt. Salt is optional, and you're going to want some kind of oil. I'm using canola oil, canola, vegetable, any of that stuff works. I got the canola stuff because it's cheaper, obviously. And then you're going to need a little thing of like Boom Boom shrimp sauce if you want to try to do that. But this is just fried shrimp. So go ahead and clean your shrimp out nice and good. Make sure they're defrosted. Get you a couple of bowls and set these up. All right. So what I did, it's about cup and a half of flour in one. Going to start with 2 eggs in the other so I don't have to drop it around. There's other thoughts on how to do this in stages, but you can do it as a bulk or whatever, but I've never got that. It always had big loose spots and missing spots in my stuff. So get you a fork and just beat the hell out of these eggs like it just owes you money. Just give me all the money, you stupid eggs. Again, just get it till it's nice and blendy. There's no big chunks of egg in it or whatever. So now that you've got your flour, you can salt and pepper in it. If you want. You can season it. You can put whatever you want in the stuff. I just put salt and pepper, so it'll be whatever. And you can use the Boom Boom shrimp if you sauce if you want to use that. So now you got these nice and laid out. So get your shrimp, flour first. Boop. I'm doing 2 or 3 at a time. You can do these one at a time. It takes a lot longer. Anything more than that, I end up, like I said, with big gaps in my batter. Or them sticking together and just got one big wad of fried shrimp. I've never been a big fan of that. So flour, then egg, get a good coating, and then put it right back in the flour. Boop. Right? And then put these on a plate. You can put them in the fridge to cool, to chill a little bit, and then do it again. Or you can just do it with a single coat, especially if you're running with not a lot of flour or egg. You can do it once. Be sure to watch your bracelet. It's going to end up especially if it's long and dangly like mine. But yeah, just put them in there, give them a nice toss, make sure they're nice and coated, set them on a plate, set them to the side. I always refrigerate mine and then do a second coat. It just gives you more of that, the crunch and the batter and stuff on here. So like I said, got them on here, put them in the fridge. You can put them in the fridge for about 20 minutes at the most, and then just come back and do it again. Boop. This time you don't have to do the flour again, so just straight into the egg, into the flour, second coat, done. Get you a decent sized pan. And turn your heat on to a medium high, right? And then put your oil in it. Now, it usually takes about a cup and a half, 2. You just want it where they're not just sitting on the bottom of it, where they'll float a little bit. If you have the money and you have the vessel, get you a big pot and use a lot of oil. That way they float and they cook evenly. You don't have to keep turning them. But we're doing this on the budget, so we're just going to use my frying pan and a little bit of oil. So once it gets nice and warm, where it bubbles, you just want it to bubble a little bit. You don't want it to spatter. You don't want it to be shooting oil everywhere. So if it's doing that, it's too hot, turn it down a little bit, okay? You want it to bubble, not, splat, okay? So just go ahead and put these in here. Be careful when you're doing this. This is very, very hot. You can put as many as you want in here. Be careful when they touch on the edges because they can cook to each other. And then, like you said, you're going to end up with a lot of these stuff together, like this one, right here. Let me show you. See, those two are stuck. Now, fried shrimp is one of the few that I will actually let slide with the rule about taking the tails off when you're cooking them. Any other shrimp stuff, there you go, get your paper plate and your paper towel and plate is what I was trying to say. Jeez. But most of your shrimp stuff when you're cooking it, take the tails off. But fried shrimp, since you use it as a holder, because you use it with your hands, because that's what we do, you can go ahead and leave the tail on. So keep turning these. I give them about 2 or 3 minutes per side, and then give them a nice turn to make sure they're cooked on both sides really well. and they start getting that golden brown texture when you know that's when it's getting close. So get one out, get that brown color on both sides, just go ahead and pull them out, put them right on your secret weapon, that paper towel and stuff. Now, that's fried chicken, that's done. Now, if you want to coat them with anything, like this boom boom sauce or whatever the hell I found at Walmart, you can coat it with like wing sauce. You can do this flavored with anything else. I mean, it's fried, it's battered. You can just do buffalo chicken, shrimp, fried shrimp if you want. Anything you want to do, this is that, I don't know why the hell they call it that. This boom boom shrimp, just go ahead, put it right on top. The just instructions said for a full thing, but for 1 pound, I did about 3/4 of the bottle just to make sure. Now put a lid on, get it nice and tight. Shout out to Sir Sly. I got this from him with some leftover soup from the last event. And just shake the living bejesus out of it. Now, it's going to start coating around. Do a little dance. And it gets the coating on most of that stuff. Pull the lid off. See, I got a big clump right here. Keep shaking it again. If it's not clumped up, you're good to go. You don't want to drown a single piece of shrimp in whatever sauce you're putting on it. You want to go ahead and be able to use whatever you want on it. So shake it until it's nice and shook where it's not just sitting on one. You want a little bit of seasoning on all of them. This is well under our budget. The biggest thing is the shrimp, obviously. It is right at $5. You get those bags for $5 or $6 at most of our grocery stores and stuff down here. This works really well for food prep. If you're into fried food for your food prep, which is usually like a dieting thing, you can take these, you freeze them. But if you're going to heat them back up, put them in like an air fryer because they don't do well in microwaves. And if you do it at a microwave at your job, people are going to get mad at you because the whole place is going to smell like seafood. And you need to be careful of other people's allergies and stuff. But this is great. The 1 pound of shrimp is enough for at least 2 people if they're big fat people like me, or 4 if they're smaller and you're putting something next to them. But this is amazing. You really should try it. And there you have it, folks. Fried shrimp or boom boom shrimp or whatever, straight from Walmart's weird shelf to your face. If you do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, let me know. Put it down in the comments. That's what it's there for. You can also find us on social media and let me know that I'm wrong there at Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. You can find us at all those at Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. You can also find us on Instagram at Live Between, shortened over there. And I'm on all of those. It's Osway Nerdy. You can find me under there or over on Twitter or TikTok, because I'm constantly posting random short videos because I get a lot of recipes that are given to me over there too. So that's pretty cool. And I will see y'all next time. Y'all be safe, okay? Go eat the fried shrimp. Yeah, give me them shrooms.